one interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to Seaworld Orca Encounter. I'm Liz, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope that this presentation will give you a better understanding of these incredible animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whales' size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales truly are a natural wonder, and Shuka is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Her blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath at the surface. Even the location of her eyes works to her advantage. It looks like the eye is in that white oval eye patch, but that is a visual distraction. Her eye is actually located in the black area, camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin on the organ's back is used to stabilize the whales during swimming. It also helps with regulating their body temperature. The flippers on either side of the killer whale are called pectoral flippers and are used mainly for stopping and steering. They also have 5 bony digits on the inside, just like a human hand. The lobes on either side of the killer whale's tail are called flukes and are the killer whale's engine, propelling them close to 30 miles per hour, as fast as some of our speedboats. And they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at Seaworld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at Seaworld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. A peck slap is used to show dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. But if they really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Slaps are another form of communication killer whales use in the wild. Great communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tentacles, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will catch their sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Shuka is going to be demonstrating a similar behavior and movement right in front. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves, knocking seals into the water. The Kai is demonstrating one of these wave-making techniques, demonstrating many complex and impressive hunting abilities killer whales have developed all around the world. Waves crashing in front of you, but you can't really imagine the power until you have experienced it firsthand. Luckily, I have a very special volunteer today. What is your name, young man? Noah, come on down. All right, you're going to take a seat on your blue iceberg. Okay, you've got a handle right here in the center. Hold on to that. And you can hold on to the other side as well. And we have one of the whales on their way. It looks like we actually have 3 of the whales on their way. So hold on tight. And here comes that wave. Nicely done. Let's give her a round of applause. Now, because killer whales live in all parts of the ocean, it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than orcas. So how does a killer whale orchid size eat a whale that size in the wild? It is possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a killer whale swims fast, breaking out of the surface of the water briefly. surfing a wave. Killer whales love to rub and will rub their bellies whenever possible. Shuka is going to be showing us one of these belly rubbing behaviors right in front. You'll also see whales imitating each other in the wild. We see it here at Seaworld all the time. The whales are always mimicking and learning from each other. Playful behavior has a purpose. A tail whip is used in hunting to stun fish. But today, these whales just might be stunning all of you. We interact with our whales all day, every day, which allows them to provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. The whales here take an active role in their own health and well-being. If you look across the pool on the far side, we have Kalia, Amaya, and Shuka all demonstrating fluke possess. Now this is a very important behavior because when they learn to roll over and present their tail flukes to us, we can actually have a veterinarian come out poolside and take a blood sample. We also ask the whales for a weight. The whales are trained to slide their entire bodies up and out of the water, just as Orca is about to demonstrate. We ask the whales to do this behavior once a week so that we can track their weight, make sure that the youngsters are growing properly. And we can even get a blood sample from their blowhole. These behaviors are only possible because of the relationships we have built together here at SeaWorld day after day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my honor to introduce you to Orchid. Orchid is a 30-year-old female, and she was actually the very first killer whale that was born right here at SeaWorld San Diego. Some of her favorite pastimes include back rubs, belly rubs, getting lots of snowballs and ice cubes from her behaviorist. She is also one of the smartest killer whales that lives here, and she loves learning new behaviors. We encourage the whales to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help keep all of the whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Osiris orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Thank you all for coming to Orca Encounter. We hope this presentation has given you a better appreciation of these incredible animals. Enjoy your day at SeaWorld.